another episode of Artistry Unplugged, and I'm your host, Denise Michelle. He was born in Brooklyn, New York. He started music at the age of 13, playing the baritone and the trombone in the concerts and marching bands while still taking piano lessons. While in high school, he started teaching choir at age 14. Imagine that. And he started traveling and singing at churches around the city and the county. He recorded a CD project in 2011 entitled He Brought Me Through, and he won the Alabama People's Choice Award in 2011-2012 for Best Male Vocalist. He wrote music for restaurant commercials and many radio stations and jingles. And he has performed, and listen to this, and played on some of the same programs with Shirley Caesar, Dottie Peoples, and Dorinda Clark Cole. Please give a warm welcome to Evanroy Harris.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you for having me.
Love the accolades. That is awesome.
All right. Thank you.
Wow. I like that song. Can you give us some background on that song? What's the name of the song? And yeah.
Yes, that song name is Do You Think About Me? Mm-hmm. And the background on the song, many years ago, there was a young lady that I had liked a lot. And we got separated because of she went her way and I kind of went my way. Mm-hmm. So I wrote that song as though asking her the question, do you think about me from the time that you go to sleep, from the time that you wake up to the time that you go to bed.
Whoa, that's a whole day.
Right, that's a whole day, because the song goes through the whole day,
Mm-hmm.
And it's been many years since I wrote this song, but it came from a relationship that I was in,
Okay.
So that was basically saying, since we're not together, at that time, do you think about me still?
Do you think about me still?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. We're going to open up the show with some icebreakers. Okay, so would you rather game? Okay. All right. Would you rather have perfect pitch or be able to play an instrument flawlessly?
Ooh. I would rather be able to play an instrument flawlessly.
Really?
Yes. And because they can use the auto-tune to pitch me up if I get off. so they can't use auto-tune to play bad notes.
Good answer. I like that answer. That was, you know what? That's really good. I really like that. Wow. I would never thought that. Okay. Would you rather be able to learn any song by ear perfectly on your main instrument or be able to pick up any instrument and play it perfectly right away?
I'd rather play an instrument by perfect pitch of the instrument that I'm playing. That I'm playing the main instrument. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I'd rather play that main instrument
perfectly.
Yes,
perfectly. On your main instrument.
Yes, on the main instrument.
Okay. Would you rather be a master of one instrument or a jack of all trades who can play many?
I like being a jack of all trades.
What?
Yes, I like being a jack of all trades. I like being able to dibble and dabble a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Yeah, jack of all trades.
All right. Would you rather be a famous musician with mediocre music or be unknown but extremely talented?
I feel like I'm unknown now. Extremely talented. I would say mediocre music because the person's out there. Mm-hmm. So he can always or she can always increase the music so it won't be mediocre. So I would go with be the mediocre. Yes.
I would never thought you would have said that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. Would you rather compose music for video games or for movies?
Movies. Yes, movies.
Mm-hmm.
Most people, when they go to see movies, some of those songs they play on it, it kind of gets in they spirit, and then they're going to want to go buy the song. You know, they say, "You remember that song? That song they played
the
on
soundtrack." Right?
Yeah, the soundtrack. You know, they'll go buy it. So that's extra revenue.
Plus, you get scores and awards and all this stuff going on.
Because I have actually thought about sending Tyler Perry one of my songs, but then I read that he don't accept them from mail, but then I said, I'm gonna step on face anyway, you know. I haven't got around to it. Yes, we never know. Yeah, never know.
Shoot. Okay. Would you rather work as a music therapist with children or with elderly people?
With elderly people.
Why?
Yeah, because most elderly people, they get to a point where in life where they're not with, they lose a lot of loved ones, they're not with their immediate family, they could be in nursing cares. So to hear somebody come in there and take time with them, I think that will go a long way with them as far as playing that music.
Let's talk about how, when you started your music journey at the age of 13, did you feel like there was a lot of pressure during that age? I mean, you started directing choirs and all kinds of things.
Well, it wasn't a lot of pressure at that time because I was just beginning, you know, and how I actually got as far as playing the piano at that time, aside from the band, there was a church that I went to called Gethsemane Baptist Church in Birmingham, Alabama, and they needed a musician. So what they did, it was a small church. My grandfather built that church, so what they did, they had me clean the church up, and they paid me $3.50.
Wow.
$3 was the amount that went toward my music lesson. And 50 cents was supposed to be for me in my pocket to spend on whatever I wanted to, you know. Back then, 50 cents, it brought a little bit of something, you know what I'm saying? So the musician, so that they needed a musician. So that's how I started my journey as far as playing the piano. And as I took lessons, then I was able to start playing for that small Baptist church in Birmingham, Alabama. And that's where the music journey started.
All right. What do you prefer playing the best? Do you prefer the keyboard organs, or the trombone, or what?
Well, I prefer piano or organ. Both of them go equal because I can play either one of them, you know, very good. So the band, I haven't played a lot of those instruments in a while, you know, so I probably won't know how to blow into the thing, you know, like I did back in the day, you know, but piano and organ, they're neck and neck as far as my favorite instrument to play.
Okay. How do you feel like the music is going right now as far as the music that's on the airwaves? And
I feel now some of the music, not all of it, but some of the music doesn't have the anointing that it used to have back in the day as far as the gospel music, you know.
Okay.
I'm one of them believers, I don't believe there's anything wrong with other genres of music, you know, as long as it doesn't go against biblical principles, you know. We can say to each other, we love you, but as soon as we put some music to it or some notes to it, now we're going to hell. No, I don't believe that, you know.
Yes.
I believe that any music that is sung that doesn't go against biblical principles is a biblical I would say it's a biblical freedom that we have, you know, to be able to sing other genres of music. The music today, as far as the gospel aspect, in my opinion, is that it doesn't have the anointing and the power that we used to have back in the day. You know, back in the day, when a gospel song come on, you can feel the power. You can feel that spirit, that anointing. That magic. You can feel it in the song, you know. But now, some of the gospel songs, and I'm not saying all, but some of them, it just ain't that power no more. It's more of I would say, I wouldn't even say competition, but it's more of a sound to please a genre of people by having that type of music that's similar to what we hear in the world and bring it to the church side to try to appease the people in the world. You know, I believe that when you come to Christ, when you come into the gospel aspect of it, there should be some type of difference in it. You know, if you're singing gospel, it should sound like gospel.
Yes.
If you're singing R&B, it should sound like R&B.
Right.
If you're singing jazz, it should sound like jazz. But I feel that the music of today, it sounds more of the worldly aspect, you know, and I don't like some of it,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same token, I can't judge it and condemn it because we don't know what God told people and how he wanted them to sing their music or write their music.
Right, right. Do you feel that, let me see how I'm going to say this, do you feel like certain artists may not follow the Lord and they're putting like, say, like inspirational songs, like I Believe I Can Fly or I Want to Dance with Somebody, Whitney Houston, or Roar with Katy Perry, or different inspirational aspects. What do you feel about that? Is it that, because we don't know what their journey is or who they follow?
Right. That's why I believe that everybody has a testimony in their own right.
Mm-hmm.
Some people will sing experiences that they've been through without having to say Jesus and everything. Just because you have Jesus in a song, that doesn't make it gospel.
Right.
So if somebody say, I want to dance with somebody, what's wrong with dancing?
Right.
As long as it's done, now I'm not talking about we twerking and dropping like a hot and picking up like it's cold. No, I'm not talking about that, I'm not talking about that. But I don't feel nothing wrong with other dances,
Mm-hmm.
When we dance into the Lord, we give that praise to God.
Yes.
And if we go to a nice family function and we're just stepping side to side, so you mean to tell me I'm going to hell because I'm stepping side to side?
Exactly.
No. Yeah.
Yes.
I think we have got too deep and too holy that we become no earthly good, And I think the interpretation of certain things that we look at in the Christian aspect, we kind of take it past what the real meaning of it is, The Bible said, let everything be done in decency and in order,
Yes. Yes.
If I'm at a family event and they want to do the electric slide, so if I take 1 foot here and slide this foot over, I'm going to hell. No, make it make sense,
Right.
So when I'm at my family functions, and they want to do the electric slide, hey, I'll electric slide with them, as long as I'm not dropping it like it's hot and picking it like it's cold,
Yes.
When I'm in the church and I'm giving God glory and I praise him in dance, I'm giving that praise unto God,
That's right.
but I'm praising him in the dance. So I think that we have made this thing too deep. We made it too deep, make it seem like you can't do this, you can't do that. No. It's too deep, So I really feel that songs like I Want to Dance with Somebody. What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it.
Or a celebration by Kool and the Gang.
Exactly.
Exactly. You just celebrate.
You celebrate. And I often say this. I said, when Jesus went to the wedding party, do you think they were singing songs about Jesus? No.
They were drinking wine.
That's right. They were celebrating. They were probably they was filled up kind of high, but I'm sure they was dancing and celebrating. They were celebrating the wedding,
Yes.
So there's a time and place for everything, as long as if it doesn't go against biblical principles.
Absolutely.
I don't see nothing wrong with other styles of music.
No.
I don't see nothing wrong if you want to dance, do the electric slide. I don't see nothing. I really don't see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Me personally, I not only sing gospel. I sing jazz.
I was going to ask you about that.
I sing jazz. I said, I do jazz. I do some R&B because I write it. I sing it. Do you think about me when you start today? I do all that stuff, and I sing gospel. Well, he's real, so real.
All right,
so
that's what I'm talking about.
What I do, I make sure that whatever genre of music I'm singing, I sing it in decency and in order.
Yes.
That's just bottom line.
Do you think that lyrics play a big part of that? So if we dive into, like, say, the dark places, like you have some artists that we don't know if they may have taken drugs and they made a song, or they fall in some dark force and they putting stuff out there. It's nothing positive. There's no love and harmony and nothing,
I think the lyrics of the song plays a great deal on if that song is feasible for people to listen to pattern after. You can have a song that has a beautiful musical background medley, but if you put words in there that are degrading to people, that call women out of their name, it's not positive music at all.
Not at all.
And me personally, I don't listen to it. I don't listen to it because any type of music I listen to, and you got to curse every 5 sentences, or you got to it's a turn off. I can't enjoy music like that. So lyrics do play a part.
They do.
They play a part. You have bad lyrics, to me, you got a bad song.
Absolutely.
You have good lyrics, you got a good song. Because everybody's experience is not necessarily an experience of religion, but it's an experience of things that they've been through in life. So there's nothing wrong with writing about a breakup.
Yes.
You was with this young lady, and she hurt your heart. I was with this young lady, and she broke my heart.
All right.
So I'm going to hell because I'm telling you,
telling the story.
I'm telling a story. I'm looking right at you. You know what?
Life.
Can I use it for example?
Yes.
All right. Just say if we was dating or whatever. Just say it for I'm married, so y'all know about that. But and then I said you broke my heart. I'm just telling you, you broke my heart. I'm just saying. But once I sing it, you broke my heart. Now I'm going to hell.
It's sinful now.
Make it make sense.
It don't. Do you think it's following man?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's following man's expectation of their religious beliefs. And some of those beliefs are not the belief that I believe in.
No.
Anything I do, I don't care what it is. As long as I'm not doing things against biblical principles, I'm fine. Yeah. That's my Christian liberty.
Absolutely. And do you believe that music is spiritual by nature?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if you notice. You notice a lot of some of these rap songs, and if you look at how the people are reacting when they're driving down the street to these rap songs that are degrading. Oh yeah, kill your mama, shoot the president, kill you, son. You notice those people are prone to violence.
Yes.
They're more miserable in their own right. They got this hard demeanor about themselves. Going down the street and it makes them feel invincible.
Yeah. They
can do anything. They can do anything. Ride on the right. So now they got a spirit so the music is telling them, hey, you can go shoot that person, kill that person, hurt that person, rob that person. So now they going down the street. Yeah. They feeling empowered. Yeah, I'm gonna rob that person. It gets in their spirit.
Yes.
So yes, lyrics and music do get in a person's spirit. Now let's flip the switch. You got some nice jazz music playing. You're driving your car, you're all cool, calm, and collect. You settle because you have the jazz, the piano going, the music. You might have Ella Fitzgerald singing, all that good stuff, and you just enjoying yourself. Now. Let me turn that radio station to one of them degrading rap stations. Yo, yippee, now I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, yeah, you something, It gets in your spirit. Oh yes, it does, and it makes a difference. Oh yeah, it makes a difference. Yes.
Because music can be healing and well-being, and personal connection.
Yes.
It's wide.
Yes.
It really is. What's some of the favorite artists that you enjoy listening to?
Oh, wow. I love me some Shirley Caesar.
All right.
I love her. As far as, I like the Clark sisters, Dorothy Norwood, Darryl Coley,
Yes.
As far as the secular world, I like Luther Vandross, I like, there's some older school R&B that I like. But I can't remember some of those artists' names.
That's the best music.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
That's the music.
Music's not like that anymore.
It's not like
secular.
that.
It's just not.
Right. They have I can't remember the artist that sang the Double Dutch Bus. Remember back in the day?
I remember them.
Yes. And it was rap.
Yeah.
But I loved it because it wasn't degrading. But I can't remember the artist's name.
I know.
I can't remember the artist's name. But there are a few artists that I like in the secular world and the gospel and the jazz. I like Ella Fitzgerald in the jazz aspect. R&B. Oh man, I wish I'm drawing a blank with that, but I know the songs if I hear it. Anita Baker, there you go. Yeah, you bring me joy when I'm down. You know, I love that. You know, those type of, so you bring me joy. You know, I love those type of artists. You know, so Anita Baker's one of them. I like Whitney Houston.
Yes.
You know, so
that's
those
the
are,
voice.
yes, that's the voice. To me, the voice of heaven. You know, the way she sings. Patti LaBelle.
Patti LaBelle.
I love Patti LaBelle. You know, so those are some of the artists that I like.
That's good.
Yes,
That's good.
yes.
I like your answers, the answers that you gave regarding those artists that you listened to.
Yes.
So I want to challenge you
Okay.
to a duel. No, I'm just kidding. We have a game called Tune Up, Guess Up. You gotta guess the tune,
Okay.
the song.
Okay.
So you gotta give the name of the song within a 4-second increment.
4 seconds. Okay.
Now, I'm gonna hand this to you.
Okay.
And if you can guess the song within that, before the 4 seconds is up, just hit this bell.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know what else to call it. It needs to be a bell or something, I don't know. But just hit this.
Okay.
And DJ LD will stop the music.
Okay.
Okay? And so we're gonna turn it over to DJ LD. Tune Up, Guess Up.
All right, y'all. This is DJ LD, and we have Evanroy Harris here playing the new game called Tune Up, Guess Up. And you got 4 seconds.
4 seconds.
And 4 songs.
4 songs.
And I'm getting ready to play the first song now, and here we go.
I need you.
Wrong is I'll Be Good.
I'll be good. Man. I'll be good. Yeah.
Close though. I just knew you had it.
I need you. Okay.
All right. We're gonna keep this ball rolling. We're gonna come with another one. We're gonna come up with another one. Mr. Evanroy Harris. It's called Tune Up, Guess Up.
All right.
In 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on now, the ball is rolling. You're gonna lose it. In 5, 4, 2, 3, 1.
I don't know that one. I heard the melody, but I can't figure out what the song is.
The song is called I Just Want to Be by Cameo.
Wow.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Just want to be. Yeah.
All right, we're going to keep that ball rolling.
I love this song. Come on, I know you know this, Evanroy.
Oh, my God.
All right,
Oh.
it is.
This isn't my season. I hear it. To be blessed. This is my season.
It's called It Works. It's
Ah,
called It Works.
cause that's what I was. This is my season.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's where it starts, but but you got it wrong.
Yeah, but yeah.
All right, now we got one more song for you, and here we go.
Is that the I praise?
Yes, you got it. You got it. All right, now.
You got one. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yes,
I like that. I like that.
Good job.
Thank you. Well, you know, 1 out of what? How did I get? 1 out of 4, I guess.
Yeah, you got 1 out of 4. He got 1 out of 4.
That's a good.
That's
sign.
good, yeah.
Oh, I failed.
You're a little rusty, but it's okay.
Okay.
I didn't know none of them, no.
I like this. Okay.
That was fun.
Yes, I like that. It really was.
So I'm gonna start doing givings like maybe keychains or Arch Unplugged or T-shirts or something like that.
Win,
You know?
right?
Mhm.
Okay.
You know, you talked about earlier about music as far as the intertwining of it.
Okay.
Do you feel that it's okay bringing secular in gospel together?
I think, I agree. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why I say that.
As long as it don't lose its anointing, or, you know.
Well, some secular songs, because they're not gospel, I wouldn't say they're anointed songs, but they're songs that has a good meaning to them.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
A lot of times we hear some secular songs that are not gospel that actually minister to us. You know, just say we going through some things and somebody's singing about how maybe they overcame a hurt from a loved one or whatever, or they overcame abuse, you know. So they're not gospel songs, but yet they still minister to the spirit. So I don't think that a gospel music and secular music mixed together is wrong.
Okay.
I really don't, because both of them can have a positive meaning, even though one is not geared toward saying Jesus, gospel, all that.
Right.
But they both can have a same meaning of what somebody has been through in their life that might can help me get through it also.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the mixture of the two, I'm in agreement with it.
Okay.
Yes,
Because I know like some artists like Mary and different artists like that, they do.
Yes.
They do.
Right. And I love it. Mary, well, they're another group that I like.
That's another good one.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's another one. So I do believe that they can intertwine because it can have the same message without distinguishing, oh, this is gospel only, you know what I'm saying, or secular only.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
But I think it's not really the styles of the artist. I think what it is the meaning behind the lyrics of the song.
Absolutely.
You know, that makes the difference.
That's true.
That makes the difference.
True. Now, how do you feel about artists that are secular, that say, I'm just going to do me a gospel album one day. I'm going to do a gospel album. What do you think about artists like that dive into something like that?
I love when artists do that.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because we don't know what God has told them to do. You know, we can't judge because they don't sing gospel only. They're not anointed. You know, we can't judge, you know, because secular songs are basically songs about regular life experiences, you know. Secular songs are not the good ones now.
Right, I understand.
The good ones. The good ones, okay.
The good ones.
Right. They're not about, they're not about anything negative per se. You know what I'm saying? They're not about anything negative. So to have a secular artist wanting to sing a gospel, and we all children of God.
Yes, we are.
So what would stop them from singing gospel when they're children just like we are, God?
Right.
They've been through some life experiences.
Right.
Just because a lot of people think because they sing secular music, they going to hell. No, the devil is a lie. No. You know, I sing secular music, you know, but I'm not going to hell because the secular music I sing, they're clean. So if you have a secular artist and he want to sing about his God or her God, God's going to stop that?
Right.
No, man, no, sir.
No.
You know, he's going to say, sing on, record it again.
Right.
You know, because we kind of judge people.
It's judgmental.
Right, it's very judgmental based on the type of song that they sing, you know. But no, if a secular artist want to sing gospel, hey, sing it. And even if they want me to come on and help, I'll sing it with them.
I know, that's right.
That's right, I said it. I'll sing it with them.
You guys heard of the Artistry Unplugged?
Unplugged. Me. Very unplugged, you know. But yes, I love when they sing gospel, you know.
Yes.
Because we are children of God.
And I think you can use different genres to bring people into the fold.
Of course.
You know?
Of course.
Because he can use anybody.
Yes.
He gives us these talents. You know.
That's
and
right.
he gives you free will.
Yes, he does. He really does. He really does. Yes.
Now I gotta ask you this.
Okay.
Have you ever turned down projects that didn't align with your passion or timing?
I turned down a project that didn't align with my biblical beliefs.
All right.
Okay, what I mean by that, there was an artist, he wanted me to record his music for him. He was a rapper.
Okay.
But the lyrics were degrading. He wanted to use profanity in it, you know.
Oh, no.
So yes, I have turned down artists in that aspect, you know, that didn't line up with what I believe, you know, right? Because even though I sing other styles, even though I play other styles, and I record other styles, I still have a standard.
Absolutely.
You know, a standard, right? And I still go back to that. If it goes against biblical beliefs, I don't want no parts of it.
No parts. No parts. I agree. R. Kelly got in some trouble,
Okay.
if you recall.
Yeah, I do.
Do you think that he did I Believe I Can Fly? He's done some other things.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it was right for them to remove his music or try to vote him out like that and say we don't want to play his music anywhere and take him off the platforms and all that kind of stuff and just...
I believe it was wrong for them to do that, because even though what he was convicted for, whatever,
right,
it still doesn't change the meaning of his music. It still doesn't do that, Let me say this. You have some people who are homosexuals, and I have nothing against that. I don't judge nobody.
right,
But if you're going to take somebody because they committed a crime and take their music off the airways, but yet you have homosexuals that are recording artists that I know, and we know that goes against biblical principles.
yes,
But you're not taking their music off the air, So what makes a person that has committed a crime in the natural sense, and you take his music off, what makes the person that is living a life that is not pleasing to God, why you don't take their music off?
absolutely.
So because this brother did something wrong, you know what I'm saying? He did something wrong by the laws of man's law. You want to take his music off, but then this brother is breaking, I wouldn't say the laws of God, but abomination of God. But you still play his music and we still sing it.
Right.
So
right.
what's the balance? What's the difference? It's different. So I think they should have played his music more because what he did, hey, whatever he's convicted of, hey, that's what it is. But it doesn't change his music.
It doesn't change his music, his talent.
Exactly, his talent. That's right. He gave a
Everything.
whole lot.
Yeah.
He believed he can fly. Ain't got nothing to do with the things that he been through.
No.
Because at the end of the day, whatever they convict him of, his song still means what it means. I believe I can fly.
Yes.
I can believe I can touch the sky. Thinking about it, I'll sing it all day.
I know that's right.
I sing all day. So yes, I think it's wrong for them to take his music off the airways because he was convicted of some crime.
Right.
You know, if you're gonna start taking music off the airways every time somebody do something wrong, then you have a lot of gospel songs that take it off.
Yes.
Yes. You have a lot of secular songs taken off. Yes. Matter of fact, we probably won't have half the music we listen to today. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, be real about it.
Let's keep it real.
Let's keep it
real. Play the brother's song and keep on playing it. And anybody else that's convicted of any crime, play their songs too. Because the song ain't got nothing to do with what they done did. Okay, I'm done with that.
There we go.
I'm sorry.
So do you...
We can pull myself. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, let's exhale.
All right, let's go.
So, do you think that music opens portals?
I believe so. Biblically, the Bible says your gifts shall make room for you. So I believe that it does open portals of places that I have even yet to go because my music is still limited as far as like the platform that I'm trying to get back on, and there's other musicians, they can go and have one song, know the right people, and it opens a portal for them to go into high places where they're singing in front of presidents and I think there's somewhere in the scripture where it said that your gifts should bring you before
kings, wasn't it?
And something similar to that,
Yeah.
So it'll put you before great people, great men, great kings. And I think it does open portals. It does open portals because once you're heard, once your music is heard, then all sorts of doors start opening for you. In some cases.
In some cases, yeah.
But it does open portals. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Yes.
And then some portals can be kind of dark, too.
Yes.
I hate to say that.
Yes. Depending on which portal your music takes you down. I mean, when you come out that portal, you're gonna land into some mud water, or you're gonna come out looking at paradise somewhere.
Crazy.
Yes. Yeah. Some portals ain't good to go down. Don't go down them. Get away from it,
I know that's right.
Change your music. No, I'm just playing. Yeah. But yes, it does take it down portals, both good and bad. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yes, it is.
But, they do have followers too.
That's true. That's true.
I mean,
They have a lot of followers. A lot of them. I've heard some people singing on the radio, and to my judgment, listening, I'm like, they sound horrible. But yet they got all these doors open for them, you know? Yeah. And I'd be like, Lord, what am I doing wrong? Do I need to stop singing?
Right, you do be thinking stuff like that.
Right, do I need to stop singing and start just saying, God, Jesus, love me. Oh, you got a record. We're going to hit you. But I'm saying, yes, Jesus, love me. And I ain't got but this far, So, what am I doing wrong? But there we go. There we go.
Everything has its own time.
It does. It really does, And, people say a lot of time that we want to do things in God's time. And I'm not going to tell you no lie. This is unplugged, right? So let's unplug this one. Okay, this is Evanroy Harris.
Keep it real.
Right, transparent. This is
raw.
Me. It's all me raw, I personally, let me see how should I put it. I personally feel like when we're dealing with making it in the world with your music, I think it all falls on who you know, and not necessarily what you know. And people always say that it's going to be in God's time, and I be saying, Lord, when is my true time going to come? I'm not getting no younger.
Right.
And most people start their careers when they in their 20s, music-wise. It's about time they get my age. They're already established. They're becoming legends,
Yes.
And I said, Lord, I'm here at the beginning stages, at 56.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. Yeah, I'm 56. I know I look good. I don't drink, smoke, dip, or chew. That's why God keep me looking good. But I want to let you know that I told God, Lord, please open this door soon so I can go down that portal. That portal.
That's it.
But not the one that leads to darkness. No, but the light.
Everywhere where you at.
Yes, where you at.
Where you at.
Right. You're gonna pull me out the mud. Pull me out. Yeah. But yes. But I believe that God has His time, but I'm actually praying, God, Lord, let the time be soon.
I know. I know.
So that's where I'm at.
We can help him though.
Yeah.
Can't we? I mean,
I think so.
You got to at least step out.
Yeah.
And then he'll, do his part, you do your part.
Exactly.
Be a team and do it together.
You gotta do your part.
Yeah.
You gotta, people say, oh, you don't help God, oh, you don't help God. Well, let me tell you this, the Bible says faith without works is dead, right? So I can have the faith, but if I don't put no works in it, God ain't gonna do nothing for me, right? Yeah, so don't I have to help God by putting in the work?
Yes. You have to be in alignment.
You have to be in alignment.
So.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
We can help God, by putting that action to that with faith that we believe in.
Yes.
It is what it is.
It's amazing me how some people think that he's like some genie.
I know. Well, the bottom, bloop, there you go. Lord Jesus, I got my first switch now. It ain't nothing. It's nothing like that.
Ooh, Lord.
It's nothing like that. I got my first switch. No. He's not a genie.
Yes. Where do you see your music in 5 years?
Where do I see it, or where do I hope to see it?
Where you hope to see it.
Where I hope to see it. Okay, now I can answer that question better than that.
Yes.
I hope to see it where it's played on more radio stations than what it was when it was played on a lot of radio stations down south, especially in the Birmingham area, South Carolina area.
Okay.
So within 5 years, I'm hoping my music will be played all over the United States on every gospel channel and secular station.
I know that's right.
So in 5 years, oh yes, that's where I'm hoping that my music will go.
That'd be awesome.
Yes.
I can hear your stuff.
Oh man, speak it to me.
That's the thing.
Yes. Yeah, speaking in existence, I receive it.
And you shouldn't give up. You should just keep going.
Yes. And I ain't gonna tell you a lie. There's been many times I want to.
It's frustrating.
It's really frustrating. Even with the recent songs that I put out, it's frustrating when you don't know the right people that can take you to the next level. It's frustrating when you are trying to get your product out, but because you're not in line with a lot of some of these artists, right? They already have people that's in the business, so they're just a shoe-in. They can just slide right in.
Right.
But when you're dealing with a situation such as mine, where you don't have people who can take me in the big doors that other people probably can just slide in, it becomes frustrating. And it's like, Lord, am I recording in vain? Am I recording in vain? But then there's always somebody that encourages me and say, you keep on keeping on. Right. Because one day God is He's going to open up that door, and that's the faith that I work on, that's the faith that I continue to stay with, because I know He's going to open up a door. He's able, I know He's going to do it.
Because do you believe that just certain people are chosen to do this, or you just think that
I kind of believe
anybody can do it?
I kind of believe people are chosen,
That's interesting.
in a round. But what I mean by that, because an example that I made earlier, you can have a person that can't sing that well, but because it's predestined for this pathway for them to go down musically, whether it's a predestination of them learning from the experiences of their lyrics or whatever, I think that they're chosen to a certain extent, and they make it way past what some other artists can make it. I know the scripture said many are called, but few are chosen. But it seems like the few are the ones that they make it in. They make it. When I mean make it in the natural sense, they make it in with their music. They're able to get in all these doors. They know people. They can make a phone call and say, "Hey, I got this new album project. I want you to listen to it. Can you play it?" Just call the radio station. "Oh yeah, we'll play it." Next know they're playing it. But then you have other people, even such as myself, that has what I feel a great product to push.
Yes.
Because I don't know, this person in the radio station. Because I don't know this producer. Because I don't know. It's kind of hard. Hard for me. And it doesnn't mean that necessarily that I'm not chosen per se, but it just makes you wonder.
It does.
Lord, right? Is this where you want me to go? I sing well, Lord. I play well, but is this really where you want me to take my music to? So yes, I think some are chosen, and some struggle.
Why some of them make it like that in front of the world? They're like, and then
I think
you just need to be doing it in church, between four walls. But why not get out of the church?
Yes.
It's confusing.
I think they might be. I think they chosen. I really do because I really do. And it's not to say that the people that are not what I call chosen per se, even in the secular world.
Talented.
Right, they're talented, right. Because we got a lot of talented people out there. A lot. I'm talking about in every genre of music. Can sing their necks off, you know what I'm saying? But for some reason, they can't get no further than the local
aspect.
Local aspect. And then you have some that's not all that talented. Some of them are, but I'm talking about the ones that not. And because they got a good lyric and a good beat, they selling millions.
That take back to Whitney Houston when she said she just wanted to sing.
Yes.
And look what happened to her.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Right.
She's chosen.
Yes, I believe so. So that's that question. I really believe people are chosen. I really do. And then you have some that's not all that talented. Some of them are, but I'm talking about the ones that not. And because they got a good lyric and a good beat, they selling millions.
That take back to Whitney Houston when she said she just wanted to sing.
Yes.
And look what happened to her.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Right.
She's chosen.
Yes, I believe so. So that's that question. I really believe people are chosen. I really do. Because if they wasn't, I think I'd be a lot further where I am. As far as like my music career path. Yes.
Did you feel like if you could go back and make some changes as far as your musical journey, would you?
Definitely will. I definitely will. I used to go to Timothy Wright's church. in New York City.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with that gospel artist.
I am.
So I used to go to his church, and he was going to let me record at his church, you know, and I did not follow through with that.
Why not?
Because I'm up there running behind women. That's right, I said it. Yes. I let that get in my way. Yes, I let it get in my way. I know. I let it get in my way. And then end up living life, making mistakes, you know, having children, you know, out of wedlock. So I had an opportunity to change, maybe not the music aspect, but the lifestyle that kept me from focusing on the music aspect.
Yes.
Because now when you run up behind women, now it's a cost. You know, now you got to concentrate on work, and you know, I can't go out and sing background for some of these other artists because why? I have to work a regular job to pay what I need to pay to support the mistakes that I made in my life. Had I changed some things, oh yes, I probably would have changed that aspect. Then when Timothy Wright, when he wanted me to go to Pennsylvania with them, you know, then I could have been singing with them. Then I could have been on the platform of the people. You see where I'm going with this, you know? So he was going to take me to the platform that I need to be on to reach other producers, or he's going to, what's it say when somebody puts you out there in the midst of these people to give you exposure?
Showcase you.
Right, showcase you. Because he was wanting me to go to Pennsylvania with him. I never forget. He called me on the phone. And he wanted me to go to Pennsylvania with him to Richard Smallwood's program. Richard Smallwood's, right.
Yes.
So I really believe that if I focused on the music aspect, he would have put me in a genre of all these producers and people that I'm seeking now.
Wow.
That I'm seeking now. And I think that if I would have changed that aspect, I think my music would have been a lot further than what I was. Matter of fact, I think I would have been one of the chosen ones. You know, my music would have went, you know, further than where I'm at now, you know.
Right.
So the boat, I believe, has come around as far as me recording again. But I'm not going as fast in the water, if that makes sense. You know,
right.
Like,
you pedaling.
I'm pedaling, right.
Okay.
Whereas before, when the boat came, I was on a speedboat. You know, I was jumping waves, everything. You know, the Lord was opening the door left and right for me. I believe He's still opening the door, but now the boat done came around now. I done got back in the boat. But it's moving slow. Real slow. So a lot of those doors that were open then are not open to me now. Wow. So I have to find another route to get into those doors. And then technology have changed. So, long ago, the days of the CDs and everything else.
People are doing stuff online.
They're doing
dropping
stuff
their stuff online.
Exactly.
You know, using like Spotify and Apple and all that.
Exactly. So now you have to go through a whole new different way of trying to get your music out there. I have to go through, like I said, Spotify, put it down. But the issue comes once again, knowing the right people to get you in those doors.
Absolutely. Wow, that's
it's deep, ain't it?
It is. Because when you said it was like, you know, like you said, you speed and, you know, before you had missed the boat.
Yes.
That happens for a lot of people that's out there now. Like
Yes.
It was so fast. The head was spinning.
Yes, it goes
they didn't
fast.
have to really work, really.
Not really. But because I took that hiatus, and you know, I think that was part of you know, where my stagnation came into play. And now when I restarted my the boat, as I would say, the boat ain't going fast.
It ain't going fast.
It's going, but it ain't going fast.
But it ain't going fast.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
What projects do you have coming up?
Well, I got a project that we're working on now. One of them is called "Baby, Won't You Come Back Home?" You know, and it's an R&B song. You know, right? It's about a lady who has a guy, and he's abusive, he's cheating on her, so she decides, like, look, I'm leaving.
I'm gone.
So now he's like, baby, please, won't you come back home? You know.
Yes.
So we got a project on that. That'll be an R&B portion of it. More like a neo soul.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I have another song that we got to finish redoing called "You Might Have to Cry Sometimes." Yes, and it's those are the two song projects that I want to put out I want to put them out as singles.
Okay.
You know, because now a lot of people, they're putting a lot of stuff out as singles because if you download one song, I don't know if it's 99 cents or however much it costs to download, but a lot of people putting out more singles in my, you know, from what I'm ascertaining, right?
Yes.
They're putting out more singles as opposed to full albums. I don't know if you heard a lot of these major artists, how they are putting out a single. Yeah. So they're putting out, they're not putting out whole albums.
No, they don't do that anymore. Right. So those are the projects I'm working on, including the song "Do You Think About Me" that's already done. And "I Love My Savior," you know, and Sister Pamela Barr sings that with me, you know. Okay. So those are the 4 song projects I'm working on now. And then I have a musician that plays for me. He's been playing for me for about 30-some years. His name is Pastor Robert Wiley. Okay. And he stays in Birmingham. So he's writing some songs also for me to record, you know. So those are the projects I'm working on. You know? Right. Yes. So we look forward to hearing that.
Yes, I'm looking forward to getting it out.
Yes. And we wish you all the success with that.
Thank you. Yes.
Where, if someone needs to look you up or follow you, or what platforms are you on?
I'm on Facebook and also Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, it's up under my name, Evanroy Harris, spelled E-V as in victory, A-N as in Nancy, R-O-Y, Evanroy Harris. And that's Instagram and that's Facebook. And hopefully soon I'm going to work on getting a YouTube channel where I can channel all my music and everything that I do in the music aspect and in the ministry on that channel. So those are the platform they can reach me on, you know. Okay. Or they can mess me on Facebook, you know. It's still on Facebook platform. Yes. I don't give my number out per se, because you never know who might call you.
Some crazy.
You're right, some crazy ones, you know. But I'll give out my email address.
There you go.
You know. You can email me if you need me for anything or any type of project or any door you want to open for me. Evanroy H, that's H as far as Harry. Evanroy H at yahoo.com.
Okay. And do you have anything right now that they can go and listen to that's out there now, or any?
Yes. Of course, you go on my Facebook page, Evanroy Harris. My Facebook page is public. You know, so anything that I put out there, music-wise, ministry-wise, it is public. So you go on Facebook and you can look up all my videos, all my programs, my engagements are listed there on Facebook and also Instagram.
Okay. You heard it right here on Artistry Unplugged. And also, before we call it the evening, I have to ask you this last final question.
All right.
If you had a superpower, what would it be and why?
If I had a superpower, what would it be and why? A superpower. I know, right? I'm gonna get to that. Okay, I got it. If I had a superpower, I would probably want to fly. Like Superman. Yeah, if that's superpower, I probably want to fly, you know, where I can just soar over everything. And why? Because that gives me the opportunity to feel free as a bird. Yes. You know, where I can just fly, take wings, look down, and say, Lord Jesus, I'm sailing on the wings of your love, you know.
That's power too.
Yes. Wow. If I can just fly, you know. If I had that superpower, you know, it won't do anything to solve nothing in the world. It doesn't do anything to help nobody. But what it does, it just, Lord, I'm soaring high, God, you know, like a bird.
Like a bird.
You know, I mean, I watch them birds, how they just fly. They just soar, you know. And they just do it with ease, you know. And I think if I had a superpower, that superpower would be to fly.
To fly.
Yes, the power to fly.
Yes,
you know?
I like that answer. Do you have any final words for the viewers as far as the type of music that before they press that button to listen to it, what should they be looking for?
When you're listening to songs, regardless of what genre it may be, because it's not the genre of music that determines if it's bad or good. It's the lyrics. And you want to listen to music that gives you positive lyrics. You don't want to listen to anything negative, because negative lyrics is going to bring back a negative response inside yourself of how you're feeling. But when you listen to music that is inspirational, when you listen to R&B, when you listen to jazz, and it's clean, positive music, that helps your soul and that helps your spirit. So any type of music that you listen to, let it be positive. Let it be positive lyrics. Let it be lyrics that's going to uplift you in every way. Not only in the spiritual, but the natural also. So whenever you listen to a song, make sure your lyrics are positive every time, and you won't go wrong.
You won't go wrong. Thank you so much for coming on Artistry Unplugged.
Thank you for having me.
Many successes for you.
Thank
and
you.
We look forward to hearing more from you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you for tuning in to Artistry Unplugged. And as always, we'll see you next time. And don't forget to like and subscribe.